Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michaela, and I am a hypnotherapist and spiritual mentor. And I'm really passionate about making healing and manifestation rituals simple so that you can stick to them consistently and see results from them. So today we are going to be doing an incredibly powerful exercise to rewire your subconscious mind and process any emotions that you have around resistance to loving yourself. I know from personal experience, I have been incredibly hard on myself and perfectionistic throughout my entire life. And I cultivated this really, really mean, attacking voice inside of me that was nitpicky about every single part of who I am, how I look, what I say, what I do. And it took over my life for so many years. And it led me to realize that this voice inside of me was trying to help me, but it was doing it in a way that was actually holding me back instead of helping me to propel forward. If I would achieve things from the motivation that I would get from this voice, which was motivation that stems from fear of failure, fear of rejection, if I would take action from this place, everything that I would achieve was this fleeting feeling of happiness that was then replaced with that voice of perfectionism again, trying to get me to hold on to that thing. So today we're going to be doing EFT tapping, which is called emotional freedom technique. And I want to dive right into it. If you don't know anything about EFT tapping, I definitely recommend looking it up, learning more about how it works. But essentially, we're tapping on these different meridian points that allows energy that was once stagnant to begin moving again. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow me. We're going to begin by tapping on the side of the hand, above the eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, the chin, the collarbone, under the armpit, and top of the head. So you will follow along with me as we start to unpack certain emotions that you may be feeling, certain resistance that you might have to cultivating a deeper sense of self-love, self-acceptance, and connection to yourself. And remember, if emotions start to come up as you're talking, let them flow. Emotions are just energy in motion that maybe you didn't have the tools or the safety or the space to process at the time when it came up. And now we are going to start releasing some of that. If you don't feel any emotions coming up, that's okay too. You might experience those emotions later on in your day or in your week. Just allow it to come up as it's natural for you and trust that you have been led here for a reason and you're meant to experience this process in whatever it brings up for you. Part of the magic of EFT tapping is that we can allow ourselves to fully feel whatever it is that we're feeling. And then as we start to process those emotions, we can then reprogram our subconscious mind with new beliefs, new thought patterns, and new feelings that we're wanting to call in. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first tapping point, which is on the side of the hand called the karate chop. And you'll just repeat and follow after me. I've been really struggling to love myself today. I feel like I've messed something up. It's hard for me to believe that things are working out for me. Because it feels like something might be wrong with me. So I learned to be hard on myself. And I've been hard on myself for a really long time now. I have this voice in my head that is constantly telling me that I could do better. Tune into what that voice in your head is saying. Presence it. And that voice can get really loud sometimes. There are so many things that I want to change about my life. And I get really overwhelmed with all of it. Sometimes I feel really alone. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. And this inner voice is the only thing that pulls me out of it. So I try to listen to it. I try to be the best that I can be. But it feels like I'm never good enough. Hold that part of you that feels like you're never good enough. So this voice takes over and tells me everything that's wrong with me and everything that's wrong with my life. And I try to listen so that I can change and be better. But I feel exhausted. Some days I want to give up. Some days it just feels like too much. I just want to be happy. But now that I'm saying this, I think this inner voice wants me to be happy too. I know that the overanalyzing and self-judgment is just a part of me that wants me to succeed. I realize that we both want the same thing. But it feels like being hard on myself hasn't actually worked for me so far. Because I'm not happy, and I can admit that. So maybe it's time to try a different approach. I'm open to trying a new way of speaking to myself. I'm starting to become more and more aware of this voice. And I'm realizing that it's the voice of my younger self. I realize now that this voice is a part of me that's really afraid. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of letting others down. I'm afraid of letting myself down. I'm afraid that I'm not going to become who I want to be, or create the life that I want to create. And I love and honor the part of me that has been trying so hard. And in this moment, I am open to receiving support from my higher self. So I call on my higher self now. I know that my higher self wants to help me. I believe in my connection to my higher self. And if she could speak right now, she would say, I am doing a great job. It is safe for me to be exactly who I am right now. I accept myself in this moment. I know that I'm doing the best that I can with the circumstances that I have been given. I choose to stay in my own lane. Because no one else has had the same life or experiences that I have. So I know that where I am is exactly where I'm supposed to be in my life. I choose to move forward today with compassion for myself. I choose to see myself through loving eyes. I feel the love I have for myself growing inside of me. It gets stronger every day. I am proud of who I am. I am doing enough. I am enough. I feel my higher self's unconditional love for me. I trust that loving myself will lead me to miraculous changes in my life. It is safe for me to love myself because I deserve it. I deserve everything I want. I am opening myself up to receive more love. I know that I am powerful. I know that I am magnetic. My heart is open. I trust the process of my life. I open myself up to receive more of what I want. I allow it to be easy for me. I allow myself to enjoy the process as I get there. I am grateful for who I am. And I choose to start a new relationship with myself today. Close your eyes and gently bring the tapping to a close. Feel your higher self's presence all around you. Feel your heart opening. And then wrap yourself up in a hug. And feel the shift in your energy in your body. Sending yourself so much gratitude for showing up for this practice today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you would like to see more EFT tapping videos or videos like this, make sure to comment below and let me know which topics you'd like me to do next.